Welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks again for joining me at Hutan Pantai. A few things to discuss with you. So here we are, still in January, 11:43 in the morning. Managed to bring the tractor up here, ridiculously overloaded. Sorry, dude, you have to wait. Yeah, unbelievable. Basically, there's a couple of things in here that would be better sold at the marketplace, but it's just too hard to kind of split it all down. So the majority of this stuff will be fine up here, along with a few of the other pallets as well. There's a whole load of pallets ready to go at the marketplace. I'll get over to them in a little bit. We're going to sell this lot. We're going to then go back down to the farm, pick up what's left, chuck it onto the back of this trailer, head up to the marketplace and sell 2 trailers worths of produce, and then go up to the temple and drop the wood off. So we should make a pretty penny in this episode. Quite a few things to talk about, really. A lot of mentions I want to kind of get to as we go through the episode. I've got them scribbled down, so I'll focus on that as we go through. For those of you who have, though, taken the time to subscribe and like the channel, thank you. Really, really means a lot to me. This is a tiny little channel, just trying to get it up and running. The more engagement I get, the better it is, because I'm more than willing to try and make the channel better and, you know, make it something that you guys want to actually watch. So any thoughts at all at any point, do let me know. And honestly, if I know it sounds so simple, but if you are watching this and you're a few minutes in and you think you're going to watch it and take anything from it, please just give it a like and a subscribe. It means so little as a YouTube viewer, and I never appreciated this when I was like that, but now as a content creator, it's massive. It's really, really important, and it's really, really helpful, and it means so much. And it's not about the money, because I'm a million miles away from being anywhere near that. It's about understanding what is worth doing and where I should be spending my time and my effort. So last couple of days, it is now real world time. It's Friday the 20th of December. I had a couple of days away from the Let's Play. I've done a little bit of work on the other series, which is the Things I Wish I'd Known, talking about some of the mods that have come out. I've downloaded a bunch of other mods as well that I really want to incorporate into this save. I probably will do so at some point, but not quite yet, especially one of the fertilizer spreaders. I'll actually just show you that one if you guys haven't seen it on any of the other reviews. Where are we? This one here, 26,000. Oh, that's interesting. Or have I not downloaded the right one? I couldn't have downloaded the right one, because it's meant to do lime as well, unless it's been edited. I'll have to go and check that. Hold that thought. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's make some money at last. The time has come. Let's go. Come on, baby. I have no idea what to expect from all this. I'm genuinely quite excited. So let's take the straps off and see how it goes. What are we looking at? 137 and 30. Oh, 95,008 pounds. Right, hang on. I need to make a note of this, because that is wicked. 95,008. Okay. What a start. What a start. Right, we're going to need to get this trailer back. I'll need to chuck a few things that are left over now onto the back of this trailer. We got a few 400 kilo pallets as well, so I'll need to use the front loader tool for that. I'll tell you what I'll talk about whilst we're on our way over, whilst we're on our way back, I should say, over there. Whilst we're on our way back to the farm. Shout out to Black Anvil 66. Had a quick comment with you the other day, I think on one of the episodes, where they pointed out that I'm picking up a pallet that's 1,000 litres for the chili, garlic, spring onion, etc., throwing it into our production, and I'll just bring it up on screen very quickly. Where are we? A preserved food factory. So whereas the kimchi obviously needs these to make its product, so it needs its cabbage and whatnot. when you actually look at the storage capability, chili peppers are at 480 litres. And from what they're saying, the 1,000 litres that I chuck in, that means 520 litres just disappears. And if that is true, then that's a massive waste of money. Same with the garlic. The Napa cabbage, not so much, because it'll hold 4,800 litres. Spring onion, same. So the only thing is, I don't know how long this has been running, because I've lost track of where we're at with everything. But just be aware of that. So yeah, great shout, Black Anvil 66. Thank you very much for the comment and taking the time. I will run an actual test on that to confirm it in the Things I Wish I'd Known series at some point this week. If I can get it done before Christmas, then happy days, but maybe not. Obviously, like I say, 20th of December today, so we are fast approaching Santa Claus time. There's a couple of mods have come out with all the snowmen and kind of Christmas decorations and stuff. Definitely keen to try and get a Christmas episode sorted, so it'll maybe be the next one if I can get this one done, and then one more before Christmas, and then maybe bring that one out on Christmas Day. Ideally, I'd get a third, and that would be the one that comes out on Christmas Day. But at the moment, just it's very difficult. Oh, dude, don't overtake me and do that. Might brake test me. It's very difficult to find the time with the family and obviously Christmas commitments elsewhere. So it's not quite as easy, but I am desperately trying my best. The YouTube algorithm, I'm going to rattle on about that a little bit for a moment. It's a funny thing. I don't really understand it. Channels seem to be doing quite well. We're slowly picking up a couple of subscribers every day, realistically, at the moment. Thereabouts, maybe just one or two. But since I've started doing the Farming Simulator stuff, since it was released a month ago, channel, I think, we've picked up well over double what we had. We only had maybe 20 subscribers originally from the SnowRunner stuff, so nice to see it, and it's growing every day. The more I do, the hopefully the better I get at what I'm actually doing, especially around the kind of editing, sound quality, video quality, that sort of stuff. It's a massive learning curve. But yeah, and I've always known, like, you look into it and it says like YouTubers will talk about Reels is where you try and sell the channel, give them like the hook, and then the content is what then is going to give you subscribers and you want people to stay for. So Reels is just a look at this channel exists sort of thing. So I did a reel for the mods, top 5 mods for console in my opinion, hoping okay, that might do well. It's barely had 40 views, and I don't know how that works or why that works and stuff. I'm stopping you for a reason. I'll come to it in a second. So yeah, I'm intrigued. If any of you understand anything about YouTube, if any of you have seen or understand it as content creators stuff, please let me know. Let me know how that sort of thing works, really, because I don't understand why a reel, which is 30 seconds, would get less views than an episode that I put out this 40 minutes. Did a lot of testing offline. I could not work out what was going on with this field. I was rolling it with the grass roller, I was rolling it with the standard crop roller, I was fertilizing it. Could not work it out. I thought that maybe the field was bugged and we'd have to plow it up, and I'm certainly not on my own, so I'm not the idiot when you're all shouting at the screen saying you are a moron. I'm not the only person who's done this. I basically just forgot that certain things just don't grow at certain times of the year. I always thought grass grew even during the winter months in 22. I'm clearly wrong, but basically this does nothing, and I used this save and I just jumped forward a few months, and I think come April it starts to grow again. So it does work, and that field over there will take a couple of months to get going. Now what I don't get is this field over here seems to be growing during the winter month, which is bizarre to me, although I thought it would have been ready to be cut by now. So still not entirely sure I understand it perfectly, but getting there. In the last episode, I mentioned a little hack about this. Come out there now, please, mate. Let's go over to here. This won't fill permanently from there into there. It doesn't work unless you are connected. Obviously, just swing by, connect up, hook up, and you will refill everything, and you're good to go. These guys, absolutely fine. Loads of water, loads of food. 0 meadow because it's not growing because of the time of the year. However, the health is 0%. I don't know why. They've got food, they've got water. I don't understand why their health is 0. If you understand, please, 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 please tell me. I don't get it. And I can't find anything that explains it, which is strange. So there we are. Right, up to the farm. And you guys will see that we haven't really got masses left up there to sell and sort out. A little bit of stuff to do. We've got that baler back there on loan. I'm just going to keep it on loan. It's cheaper than reloaning it either next month or the month after. It'll be a couple of grand, and yeah, it might be a wasted couple of grand, but I think it'll still be less than returning it at this point and then having to like fork back out for it again. That old tractor made me think then. Anything in the sales? No, we're still as we were, so that's fine. When I took the this trailer load of stuff that we just dropped off to the restaurant originally off camera and got it all set up, it started snowing. I couldn't get up the hill. And the only reason I got it there now is I basically just stopped the game and came out a bit and went about doing other bits and bobs. When I reloaded it, the weather has changed, so it hasn't given me a snow state today, so I could then get up the hill, because otherwise we weren't getting there, and that would have been a bit of a nightmare. Right, that's 100 kilos, that's 100 kilos, that's 100, that's 100, where's the 400? There's definitely some 400s on you, I'm sure of it. 100, you 4? Ah, I thought you were hundreds. Right, okay. No, dude, don't park by there. I'm gonna run over you, like that. Yeah, you can beep your own, mate, but I don't really know what you expect me to do when you park behind my wheel. I sworn they were some of those are 400s. Must be these guys. Whoops, out you come. Don't get run over by your own tractor, mate. It's very 17. 400, 400. Eh? 400. 400, sweet. Right, okay. I'll get this loaded up, chuck all the others on, and I shall meet you as we head back over to the market. Another absolute monstrous trailer. I thought this was going to be a few pallets. I'd forgotten how many pallets were waiting to be spawned, so I can't wait to see how much money we get from all this. It's going to be off the chart. absolutely insane amounts of money. And it just goes to show that clearly the greenhouse is such a good way, especially early game, of earning money. Because all we're doing is initial outlay £30,000 or whatever it is, and then just water, and that's it. We're doing nothing for all of this. It's by far one of the easier ways to make money. Now, it might not be the most fun, and it might become a little bit pallet simulator, which is why so many people are so desperate for an auto load pallet mod. But it's a very effective way of getting up and running in the game. So I haven't forgotten. I really want to plant some of our trees. Done a bit of work around that off camera, trying to work out what to go with. It does look like the Lodgepole pine seems to be the consensus in the community. Another shout out, and I will put these shout outs in the text as well, just in hopefully it'll give them a notification and make them aware. But I think it was, where are we? Chris Jones 6002 made a comment in relation to the potential amounts of litres of lumber you get from Deadwood versus the Lodgepole. And he, or I'm assuming it's a he said, or they said, basically the Lodgepole will give you 5,812 litres, whereas Deadwood will give you 1,835, which is, you know, it's food for thought, isn't it, in terms of what are we going to do to feed our sawmill. Look at how much stuff we're going to be selling. This is incredible. Right, so that's a terrible view, isn't it? So what do we have? We had £95,008 off from the restaurant. That's a very wealthy restaurant, to be fair, but there we are. Okay, so get into this little spawn point, as much of it as we can. Here we go. First batch, 12,391, 11,421. So what's that? 12,391, 11,421. And then let's put the straps back on that. Switch that to the... Oh, sorry, bud. Switch that to the back, and then... Holy moly. Oh my god. 37,314. 314 and 3469. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 300. I know it's one way. I know it's my fault. I'm sorry, but I just don't care that much. I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to knock the sign over to get past you. Cause utter chaos here. Right, let's get over here. We're a bit more out of the way of this other traffic that's going to come through. Oh, cool. Right, come on then. Right, and now... final load of produce. This is wild. I mean, can we even sell it, or is it 28,581, 74? Blimey, I can't even write these down quick enough. Why are those not going on? Let's just throw them off then. Another couple of pallets per here. Come on, my friends, let's go. In with you, and in with you. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. That is incredible stuff. And we've still got the wood to sell, so we might get close to 500 grand, yeah? Oh, I don't know why I came this way. I didn't need to go this way. I don't need to go against the traffic with the tractor, but I'm just too excited and I'm not thinking straight. Holy cow. What an... Oh, right. Right, okay, I'm just going to compose myself. I'll see you at the temple. Okay, so here we are up at the wood mill as usual, just in case of any issues, going to save the game so that we don't just throw money down the drain. Alright, if we get... Let's have a look, yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. 492,375,000 pounds in the bank. Sold products this month, 355,376. Wowzers. I mean, we still have... Whoops. By the way, I got taught that trick then to get to the bottom. So L2, R2, R2 to jump to the next type. So you jump between the fruit types and miscellaneous. But if you hold down R2, it goes all the way to the bottom. So it just makes your life a little bit easier. It's not telling us how much we got in the wood chips, but we'll set... let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. If I jump across the map, so we're going to need to get rid of them. In my head, for some reason, it was potentially April we'd have to do that, but clearly not. So according to this, we've got 38,000 litres of wood chips. And the best price for them is now, in January, at $16.39. I can send them on the train, so it's either the Harbour Grain elevator or the animal dealer. So we need to get this trailer back to the farm, converted. I'm not even sure this trailer on its own will be able to carry all that, would it? We'll soon see. And then if that's the case, then we are definitely going to be reaching our £500,000 point. So, right. Whoa! Pay attention, mids. What are you doing? Sorry, all. Right, I'll see you back at the farm. Let's start with, you won't believe how long it took me to reverse this trailer into that space. I love this trailer, but that front axle, I don't even know what you call it, but that thing just kills me. I'm so rubbish at it. Anyway, 28,000 litres, so not all of it, because, what did we say it was? We've still got another 10,000 litres in there. And we need to take these to, do we say the Harbour Grain Mill, was it? 16.49, still currently the best price. So let's head down there. I was genuinely sort of like halfway through this farming year thinking, right, you know, if we can get sort of 150,000, then, you know, wicked, we'll be able to do a little bit of something with that. I mean, we're going to end up with over £500,000 at the bank. Plus, I was willing to do £100,000 loan to help us towards getting the cow barn with the milking facility. So, you know, we've got so much potential. Now, side note, this field here and this field here, 25, 113, 132 for 24. I want to buy them, and I might combine them into one super field and try and make some serious money off that. We still obviously need to do a lot with the get the cows in the barn, get them sorted. We could then buy another 60 or so babies. I'd probably be keen at that point to do cows. In an ideal world, the big barn would actually end up going down here, so that then we would end up with 120 cows and water buffalo in the milking barn, and we could just drop then any brand new ones, take them back down, and we just end up with a production line. I think that's what I need to try and do, because the problem we've got by using the way I wanted to do it initially in my mind up by the farm is all very well, but the issue comes in the sense that there's only so much I can do in terms of the size of the fields and the barn, so I cannot get that barn to hold what I need it to. It's only going to be able to do 72. So if I then went and bought 60 milk cows, well, I'm never going to get them up there to milk them, because the water buffalo are there for forever, realistically. So we'd almost be better doing the sort of breeding baby barn up by the farm and having that for the sort of 60 water buffalo, 60 milk cows, 60 water buffalo, etc., etc., and putting the big milking barn down the bottom. And now that would mean, you know, deleting what we've already done and the fence, so we definitely make a loss, but longer term it makes so much more sense in terms of a business to do it that way and have like just an enormous milking barn field. The natural problem that comes with it is that the more cows that are in that barn, the more we're going to have to be doing in terms of TMR and stuff. But right, so here we go. Let's get rid of the first batch of wood chips. Half a mil. Half a mil, baby. Nice. £46,000 just from the waste of what has already been making us the most amount of money anyway. Ah, what a day. What a day. Right, I'll nip back, get the rest, and I'll meet you back here in a moment. Okay, final drop off of the day. Let's see where we end up. I think we should be good to get over the 5.5, shouldn't we? 10,000 litres, I think. Have a look, see. Come on. Yes, easy. £556,511 in the bank. Where are we? £355,000 in one episode. If that isn't worthy of a like at a bare minimum and a subscribe, if you're still here at this point, then I don't know what is. That is insane amounts of money. And that's basically now, that's us for every year. That's a minimum every January. That's what we need to be looking at that. That's our sort of set marker as a bare minimum, is to aim for the sort of £350,000. What we do need to do is be aiming more towards, £300,000 a month, but that's so far in the future. In terms of what we're going to do with that money, like I say, it has to come down to the cows. Where we would put the pasture, because the sort of shape and the rolling parts of this, it makes it quite difficult, I think, to see where we're going to do it. But we could certainly, I think we could definitely do something with it. So I need to consider how we're going to do that, because we'd have to end up having an animal trailer to get those guys out of there, build the temporary one and then shuttle them back and forth. I mean, that's our only option, really. 12 at a time. And we have, how many is it? 60. So 5 runs will give us that. And that would cost us 6 grand to lease that. It's not the end of the world. Certainly not buying it. This one can only hold 60. That's the problem. So I'd have to do 10 runs back and forth, but that might be, maybe that's the better option. Especially as it's only going to cost us 1,000. And it isn't far. I'll probably do that. It's just a lot of backing and forthing, but saves us a bit of unnecessary spending. Turn that then field, as we discussed, into the sort of milking field. Yeah, see what we've got left to play with. As long as we can get about 100 and... I'd like space for about 150, 180 in there, because as they get pregnant and have babies, we can then ship the babies out of there back up to here, or they're just them to be grown, and all we're doing then is just chucking grass into them. This pen, I love it, it's great, but I should have put in... I should have waited and put this pen in, because we get so many more sheep. And again, the demand of grass is going to be off the chart for us. You know, and it saved us a lot of money. But when you're looking at the difference between, I think, what are we now? This is the lower field, so yeah, I think we've got about 40 odd in there at the moment. Got my notes, and we could have over 95 in there with the large shed, the large sheep barn. Same then up here. What we need to do is put the large one in, get the goats in there. We're going to need a lot of grass. This could become the cow pasture. I might that one in just because it gives us a bit more space to grow the babies, and we don't have to worry about the water so much. I'm not going to go up as far as that one. I don't think it's worth it. And obviously that's our milking one. And I'd love to, I'd love to put one of those in, but we're not going to be able to do it. We haven't got the fields. So certainly got to do a little bit of something with these animals. We need to turn this field back into a crop again. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I don't know. I think it's probably gonna have to be oats as well. The soybean is great, but we can't use it for anything. And then I'd love to buy this, turn that into one gigantic field of crop, probably oats or wheat as well. So then we've got plenty of straw, because at the moment, obviously, we've got the barley now being grown up here. So that isn't going to give us any kickback. That's just purely for the chickens. We need hay for the TMR, and it does seem that that's what they like the most. So we could buy... Is that a grass field, or is that a crop over there? A crop, is it barley? Whoops. Yeah, okay, interesting. How much is that? 120, 113, 132. These two, I'd definitely make one gigantic field out of that is the best idea at the moment, I think. And then we could do a lot of tree planting over there, and we're certainly going to maybe go and do that. And let's have a little look-see. What I'd like to do, though, is I'd like to see, and I know it's a bit naughty and maybe a bit cheaty, but this is what would happen in real life. Why would I buy it now when there's no crop in it? There's just no point buying it now when there's no crop in it. I can wait until current owner, which I'm assuming is Walter, is it? Yeah, Walter. 100% fertilised as well. They're both 100% fertilised. 25 needs ploughing, that's fine. Just look. Yeah, right. No lime. I think we need to buy those, but maybe just wait and see what crop goes in them, and steal the crop out of it then. That's probably the way I want to do it. We need to sort out this field, cultivate it, and get that sorted. I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're just going to get on with this part, though. £27,500 to rent this thing. To buy this thing, sorry. Yes, please. And then we'll use the mods. 60 should do us, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to plant 120. I certainly don't want to plant it where the cows are, sorry, the water buffalo at the moment. We're going to turn that into the milking pasture. So let's go with this. And I don't think they match up, do they? When you look at the top left, it says, oh, they're a Lodgepole. Which ones didn't? Now, there we are. The Northern Kubota says the Manchurian. Oak is actually shows us the Northern Catalpa, and then Scotch Pine shows us an oak. So that'll get updated at some point. But if we go via that, £2,000 for that. Thanking you very much. And we will plant, I think, basically all the way along there and into that forest. That kind of that edge as a bare minimum as a starter. So where is this tractor? This is what we want. Because yeah, if you look at how much space we've got, I could even do a couple of rows there. And that way then we could just leave this as a grass field forever. Don't have to mess around with the oats, changing it and whatnot as the original plan was. Because yeah, look how much space is out here, and we've got all that in there. Yeah, okay. Right, then we go and grab that, and we'll get planting. What I'd like to do is I'd like to do the animals as well. I think I'm going to try and get some work done on that. The issue is it's going to take a little bit of landscaping, and it can go really wrong. I find it quite difficult to do the landscaping stuff, so I'm definitely going to do that off camera. I'd love to do it on camera, but it will almost certainly end up me needing to make a save, kind of try and make it, flatten it all out, and then mess it up, go back to the start, do it all again, sort of thing. So yeah, it's far from ideal. Right, what I might do is I might just try and do a kind of bit of a random run through the front here initially. So let's pop that down, turn on the tree planter. There's our first tree. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really should have done this much earlier. It's not even that expensive, is it? That's the stupid part. But I know they might grow into each other, and this might get a bit, I mean, that's going to be awful, but oh well. Just check a couple of random ones in the actual forest that we own. I think they take a couple of years to grow. I think is it either 2 or 3 for these ones? In-game years? I'm not sure. So it'll be a little while for us, but Maybe one more along here. There we go. Cool. Lift that up. Right, and now hopefully what have we done? We've got 47 left on the back. I'd love to spend this money on a tractor, but a tractor ain't gonna make any make us any money, is it? So now I know they're a bit close, those ones, but it's still just a game. I wish it wouldn't be so like how is it why are they so similar? Be a little bit more offset, please. Come on, chuck you in there. I still really want to do poplar because I've never done it before. And I'm very intrigued by the idea of doing it so that if you set it up with the GPS, you could actually do like a row of poplar, leave yourself a few meters of space for your mowing kits to come in between on grass. Kind of go up and down with then your mowers in between the rows of poplar. I think that would be quite interesting. How many we got? Oh, we got loads left. Wicked. 32 left in the tank. We may be able to do a bunch down by here and block all this in, but I want to get this row done first. So if I start you a bit different, there you go. Right. Now you should be a bit more out of sync and a bit more off, which would be nice. Yes. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Cool. Getting a bit closer, mids. Let's just straighten ourselves out a bit here. We don't want to plant one in the grass. Ah, oh, no. Hopefully that'll offset. No. How weird. I just didn't really get that. There we are. So we've basically got now 3 rows of these guys, which is pretty sweet. Along here. I can't wait to see these guys, like how these trees grow. I really can't wait to see what it'll look like. I think that'll have to do. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah. Forestry, baby. Yeah, that one's a bit too close to the line, but hey ho. Right, so now we should, because you know we could do what we've done in the other places and extend fields and stuff, but I just think this might be a nicer way of doing it. The field's pretty big already. Whereas blocking all this lot off, I think would be quite nice. So yeah, so the next time you kind of come in the next episode, things may have changed around a little bit. I may have put the money to good use. I will film it. I just don't think I'll end up using it. Or I might do like a weird flashback episode or something. I don't know. That could be quite funny actually if I could think of an interesting way of doing it. Because you know, it's the whole point of this series is for people that have like-minded ability in mind to sort of watch and take away from it. Like, oh yeah, okay, I hadn't thought about doing it that way, or preferably watch the mistakes that I make to say, right, yeah, I would have done exactly the same. I've learned now. I won't do it that way. Yeah, we could definitely get a third rowing, couldn't we, if we're quite close to the boundary there. I'm going to go and get some more trees. Yeah, so I think it'll probably, the farm itself will look quite different when you come back in, because I'm going to move. I definitely am going to do that, I think, with the amount of money that we've got. I'll move the cow barn, so it's the small open pasture one, up to the farm, and that'll allow us to then just to have the babies up there. And then I will build the big milking one down the bottom. Now, I know originally the whole point was to have the dairy and everything sort of close by, and the bale storages and all that, but it just doesn't make any sense for the amount of cows we're going to be able to get in there, and we'll get a much better production if we've got cows and water buffalo both churning out. Don't you dare. Cows and water buffalo both churning out milk in their own form, but also more importantly, they'll be giving us all the silage and stuff. Do you know what I mean? We'll be chucking the straw in, and we'll get the manure as well. So it'll be that'd be a big thing for us. Do you know what? I may as well just take the 60. Where are we? Lodgepole Pines. Ooh, do we go with a different one? Mix it up a little bit, or do we just be boring? I'll be boring for now, and maybe, yeah, boring. Yeah, for now we'll keep it simple. We'll keep it the same tree. The next time I find a place that I want to put the trees in, and we are going to have to do more, because the longer we play, the more we're going to need those trees for the lumber mill, the sawmill. I keep doing it, don't I? I just can't. I keep going lumber, but it's sawmill. And ideally, we'd upgrade the sawmill as well. We'd go for the biggest one then once these are sort of established. But again, that's quite a little way into the future. What this does make me feel a bit more comfortable with, though, is the idea of now chopping down a lot of the trees that we've got on our own land. I don't know why I'm looking at that. That's not our land, but we've got the sort of half hill on the other side. But yeah, I feel a bit more comfortable now that we've planted trees. I just, that we're kind of giving back a little bit to the game. I know that's such a weird thing to say. Oh, it's going to look so cool when this is all lined. And hopefully by then the game will be a bit more, like, stable. Right, where are we? So, let's go this way. Get quite close into these guys. So yeah, I will record any of the work I do, and if I can, show it and do some sort of weird flashback, even if it's just in the middle of the next episode, and I kind of cut back just for 10 minutes to show you guys what I did. Then I'd prefer that if I can, and that'll definitely be a starter. And I may, depending on the money situation, then we'll have to see how we're looking, because I'd like to get the goat field in as well at the top there, so we can just get on with it. The problem is we don't really have enough grass at the moment, so that may need an investment in itself. Why is this not working? Why is it not dropping any trees down? Interesting. What's wrong with you, bud? Come on. Plant a tree. That was weird. How strange. Yeah. I mean, there's an argument. We could turn that into a giant grass field, like one enormous grass field as well, but we certainly need straw. And it'd be nice to do a bit of crop work as well. More longer term in the future, I definitely want to do a root crop of some sort. Preferably one of the new types of crop in the game, or something I haven't done before. Can I sneak a few more in down the front here, where it opens up like from here-ish? Yes, come on, we got loads. This is going to be so cool. I hope it's going to be so cool anyway. I hope it looks really cool when it's done. But there we are. I'm going to keep planting these and get to work on some of the stuff up on the main farm. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then please do give it a like and a subscribe so I can see what's working for you guys. If you do have any thoughts, or please do consider leaving them in the comments. I will respond to you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.